My name is Dean, and I'm a crystal meth addict in recovery. And since we're getting to know each other, I thought I would tell you about hitting rock bottom. And bitch, this was one of my rock bottoms. Nobody tells you this, but at rock bottom, bitch, there's a trapdoor called rock bottom. Today, I'm going to be talking about exploitation and the potential for sexual blackmail in some of these chemsex arenas. I was heavily addicted to meth in 2023 and 2024. I had decided that I was no longer going to host in my apartment and that I was going to travel to other people's apartments because I thought that that would be safer. Listen, people like to come up in their space wearing their sneakers and stealing. I had just had enough, okay? So my new option was to always travel to go smoke meth with somebody at their house. Let's ruin their shit. Big mistake. The reason I later found out that this was a big mistake was because the host had complete control of the entire environment. And a lot of these hosts would invite strangers to their houses to do meth every day. So having a camera inside of their apartment made sense, right? But you have to remember, in this crystal meth chemsex lifestyle, these hosts are inviting strangers to their houses all the time to do drugs and to have sex. That's it. I would travel under the alias Derek. So now, because there's security footage running 24/7, this host has the potential to catch people under the influence using drugs or using drugs having sex, a mix of the two. And if that person has then overdosed, that host then has that footage of that person having an overdose in their home. So then this home security footage can be used in many ways. Okay, so keep up with me. This host is inviting strangers to his apartment every single day and is catching home security footage of the person, which also includes that host having sex with that person with the camera facing right at the bed or the camera facing right at the couch. This is extremely common. Okay, so now back to me, heavily addicted to crystal meth, traveling to this host's apartment who has the potential to record me doing drugs, having sex, or having sex and doing drugs, or potentially overdosing in his home. But you have to remember, I was so heavily addicted to this drug that my safety came second to this drug. Crystal meth made me forget to give a fuck about myself. I did not give a fuck about myself. Now, I did not want to be exploited. So one day I go over to this black guy's house. He has all the TV set up. He has little red lights, flashing lights all over the place, music going, just a whole distracting crystal meth induced environment. I am so powerless to that drug that the moment that it enters my body, it tells me to not give a fuck about myself at all. So whatever the environment is, whether it's safe, whether it's not, whether I'm being recorded. Also, let me